Morris here from the Smart Energy Lab, and today I want to talk about a system that we've installed like over a year ago. Apologies, I haven't done a video on it yet, but actually we've been using it this whole time to run my house, and I'm super excited by it. I love the design of this unit, and I'm going to show you it now. So let's go and check out what I call the boat shed. It's actually, well, it was built to build a boat in. My neighbour built a boat in it. Whoa, today's a full Sunday. So yeah, my neighbour built a boat in it, and when he left I bought it off him and turned it into yet another one of my, in air quotes, labs, basically old sheds that get used for a whole bunch of different things. And at the moment, this particular lab, and look at that, the sun is just beaming down on me, is kind of where the kids hang out a bit during the weekend and school holidays. And so punching bag, weights, dartboard, where are we? Dartboard, all those fun things that you like to do in a big open space. But what I want to show you is around here. And today my voice is a bit croaky, sorry guys. Got a little bit of a cold, but here I am wanting to talk about some batteries right here next to me. Now this is a bit unusual. Normally I do an unboxing video, an install video, but actually we went straight to installing these WeCos. We were so excited to get them because they're actually running my house. And I wanted to test them on proper loads, and that's what we did. We just put them in. And then a whole year went past. And so they've been running my house for a year. So you could say this is a longitudinal kind of assessment of these batteries. But I want to tell you a bit about these batteries and their features and what's kind of special about them. So first up, WeCo, an Italian company who've designed this amongst many other battery modules. This is the, what they call it, the 5K3 XP Dual. Now the Dual's kind of special because these are dual voltage lithium-ion batteries. Yeah, that's right. Dual voltage. How can that be? Well, the raw numbers are they're a 51.3 kilowatt hour battery with 100% usable capacity. That's because the good people at WeCo actually put in extra capacity to allow for that reserve that you have to have. They're designed for over 7,000 cycles at room temperature, 25 degrees Celsius. So they've got a really long cycle life. But where does the dual voltage bit come in? They're a nominal 51.2 volt, which is fairly typical for a lithium-ion battery of this kind of form factor. But they've got dual terminals. They've got terminals for low voltage connection, for paralleling, and they've got terminals for high voltage connection, so that you can series them. Now you can series a lot of these together to get a high voltage string. We've only got 4 of them here, so we're running a 200 volt string. And in series configuration, you have a string controller, which is effectively the BMS that manages the whole string. In a parallel configuration, by contrast, you can parallel these to a single DC bus, and you can build some very big systems. Now, I've got the actual stats here, so I better give you the correct numbers. So in series mode, so in high voltage configuration, a maximum of 16 modules in series are connected to one HV cluster, so that's 16 in a string. In the low voltage configuration, that means in parallel, you can have a maximum of 15 of them with one low voltage cluster. But this is where it gets interesting. In high voltage configuration, you can have multiple strings up to 144 of these battery modules. Yes, that's right, 144 of them. Wow. Times by 5.3 kilowatt hours, you can do the sums. That's a lot of storage. In low voltage configuration, so you can parallel groups of them up to 100 modules total. So, well, that's pretty impressive. Now, some of the other stats, the battery weight, for instance, 57.3 kilos, 100 amp hour capacity. They've got a lot of comms built into these. So they've got RS485, CAN bus 232, and Wi-Fi. Yep. Operating temperature range, minus 20 to 55 degrees Celsius, and IP20. So these are an IP20 design. The other thing about these batteries is the way that you can mount them. Now, if you look next to me here, They're all mounted against a wall side by side. But it's up to you. They've come with brackets, and you can mount them vertically, horizontally, or you can lie them flat and stack them up like you would in a typical rack-mounted system. And particularly if you're connecting them in a high voltage configuration, that's very convenient to be able to have short cables linking them all together. So even the form factor, how you position them on the ground or on the wall, is sort of up to you. Now, what inverters do they work with? Well, that's where it really gets fun, an awful lot, because they've got RS485 and CAN bus. They'll work with a whole bunch of inverters. So I'm looking at the specs of Valin, their website. Valin are actually the distributors here in Australia, and they, in the low voltage configuration, they list Solis, Goodwe, SMA, Growwatt, Sofar, Victron, SolarX, SunGrow, Stecker, Outback, and a few others. And in high voltage configuration, they're listing Solis. But the funny thing is, they haven't got Goodwe or Growwatt on there in the high voltage configuration, but I know they certainly work with Goodwe. So we've got them here on the 5 kilowatt EH inverter, which is a high voltage hybrid inverter. So just to sum, this is a system that's been operating for over a year here at the lab, and it's been via an underground submain running my house. So I know this is a very reliable system, and it cycles every day. We use quite a bit of power. So very configurable, works with lots of inverters, and it's sitting here in a very cold shed. Hence, I'm all puffed up here with my warm Solar Cutters top on, just trying to stay alive with a bit of a croaky voice. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Check it.